The chlorine-scented air hit me like a wave as Jamie and I pushed through the glass doors of the community pool in suburban Atlanta, our flip-flops slapping against the tiled floor. It was one of those scorching Georgia summers where the heat clung to your skin like a bad habit, and we ditched our part-time jobs at the mall early to cool off. But as we tossed our towels on a lounge chair and dove into the crystal-clear water, a tall stranger with piercing blue eyes and a swimmer's build emerged from the locker room, changing everything in an instant. My name's Ravino Thompson, 22, fresh out of community college with a degree in graphic design that hadn't landed me anything yet beyond freelance gigs. Jamie Rivera, my best friend since middle school, was the same age, working as a barista while dreaming of opening his own coffee shop. We'd been inseparable: video games, late-night drives, and these pool days were our ritual. That afternoon, we raced each other across the lanes, laughing and splashing like kids. "You're slowing down, man," Jamie teased, his dark curls plastered to his forehead as he beat me to the wall. The stranger, later I learned his name was Ryan, settled on the deck chair next to ours, unfolding a newspaper with a casual grace that drew my eye. He was maybe 25, with sun-kissed skin and a tattoo peeking from under his swim trunks, something intricate like a wave crashing over a heart. I didn't think much of it at first. Pools were public places, after all. But when Jamie climbed out to grab sodas from the vending machine, Ryan looked up and caught me staring. "Nice form on those laps," he said, his voice smooth like the water's surface. I felt a flush creep up my neck, blaming it on the sun. We started talking. Ryan was new in town, transferred from Chicago for a job in marketing. He had this easy laugh that made the conversation flow, about the Braves' latest game, the best barbecue spots in Atlanta, and how the South's humidity was a beast compared to the Windy City. Jamie returned with the drinks, eyeing Ryan curiously but joining in without hesitation. The three of us bantered for hours, the sun dipping lower, casting golden ripples on the pool. It was effortless, like we'd known each other forever. As closing time approached, Ryan suggested grabbing burgers at a nearby diner. Jamie hesitated, glancing at his phone. His girlfriend, Maria, was expecting him for dinner. "Go ahead, Ravino," he said with a wink. "I'll catch up later." So I went, just the two of us. Over greasy fries and milkshakes, Ryan opened up about his life. Growing up in a conservative family, coming out in college, the freedom and isolation that followed. I listened, fascinated, sharing bits of my own story. Absent dad, overprotective mom, the pressure to settle down with a nice girl. By the time we parted ways, exchanging numbers, a strange warmth lingered in my chest. The next few days blurred into a routine disrupted. Jamie and I hung out as usual, but my mind wandered to Ryan. We'd text, harmless stuff at first, memes and recommendations for local spots. Then one evening after a shift, I met Ryan at a park. We walked the trails, talking deeper, about dreams, fears, the weight of expectations. He spoke of past relationships, the heartbreak of hiding who he was. I confessed my confusion, never dated much, always felt something missing with girls. "It's okay to question," he said gently, his hand brushing mine accidentally, or was it? Jamie noticed the change. "You've been distant, bro," he said one night over pizza at his apartment. I shrugged it off, but inside, turmoil brewed. Society in our town was a mix, progressive pockets amid old-school values. My mom volunteered at church, where sermons often skirted topics like this. What would she think? What would anyone think? Yet, Ryan's presence felt right, pulling me toward uncharted waters. Our meetings grew frequent. A hike in the Appalachians, coffee runs, even a movie where our knees touched in the dark theater. Each time, the spark intensified, but I held back, wrestling with identity. Was this attraction? Friendship? The conflict gnawed at me. Loyalty to Jamie, who joked about bros before hoes, unaware of the shift. One afternoon back at the pool, just Ryan and me, he leaned in close after a swim. "Ravino, I like you. More than friends." My heart raced. I didn't pull away. That confession opened floodgates. We started dating quietly, stolen moments, late-night talks. but secrets breed tension. Jamie sensed it, pressing for details on my new friend. When I finally told him, his reaction stung. Confusion, then awkward support laced with unease. "As long as you're happy, man," he said, but our hangouts thinned. Society's gaze loomed. Whispers at work, judgmental stares from strangers. Was I ready for this? The summer deepened, and so did my relationship with Ryan. We drive to hidden spots outside Atlanta. Lakeside picnics where we'd talk for hours, his head on my shoulder as the sun set. He introduced me to his world. LGBTQ plus meetups in the city, where I met others navigating similar paths. It was eye-opening, liberating, but terrifying. Back home, I dodged questions from Mom about why I wasn't dating that nice girl from church. One evening, Ryan and I attended a pride event in Midtown Atlanta. The streets pulsed with color. Rainbow flags, music, crowds celebrating openly. For the first time, I held his hand in public, a rush of adrenaline and fear. "This is who we are," Ryan whispered. But as we danced under string lights, I spotted a familiar face. Maria, Jamie's girlfriend, across the street. Her eyes widened. She turned away quickly. Panic set in. The next day, Jamie confronted me at the coffee shop. "Maria saw you with that guy. Holding hands? Dude, what's going on?" His tone mixed hurt and disbelief. I came clean, explaining everything, from the pool meeting to my growing feelings. Jamie paced, rubbing his temples. "I support you, Ravino, but this changes things. What about our friendship? People will talk." His words echoed societal pressures. The fear of being associated, the loss of normalcy. Tensions escalated at home. Mom found a text from Ryan on my phone. Innocent, but telling. "Who's this?" she asked over dinner, her voice sharp. I hesitated, then told her. Silence fell like a hammer. "This isn't you, Ravino. It's a phase. Think about your future. Family, kids." Her words cut deep, rooted in her own upbringing in a small southern town where tradition reigned. She suggested therapy, prayer groups. I stormed out, seeking solace with Ryan. Our bond strengthened amid the storm. Ryan shared his own battles. Disowned by his father after coming out, rebuilding in Chicago. "Love isn't easy, but it's worth fighting for," he said. We planned a weekend getaway to Savannah, escaping the scrutiny. There, wandering cobblestone streets, we dreamed of a life together. Maybe moving to a bigger city, starting fresh. But reality intruded via a call from Jamie. "Your mom's worried sick. Come home." Returning, conflict peaked at a family barbecue. Mom invited neighbors, including church friends. Ryan came as my friend, but whispers circulated. One uncle pulled me aside. "Heard rumors. Don't go down that path. It's unnatural." Anger flared. I defended us, outing myself unintentionally. Chaos ensued, arguments, tears. Mom cried, fearing for my soul. Jamie, there as support, stayed silent, his discomfort palpable. The fallout rippled. Work colleagues gossiped. A promotion I'd eyed slipped away, subtly. Friends distanced themselves, citing differences. Even Jamie pulled back. Our bromance fractured. "It's hard, man. Maria's family is conservative. They're giving her grief." Isolation set in, but Ryan was my anchor. We navigated therapy together, exploring my identity. Was I gay? Bi? Labels mattered less than feelings. A turning point came during a heated argument with Mom. "Why can't you accept me?" I yelled. She broke down. "I'm scared for you. The world isn't kind." Her vulnerability sparked dialogue. We attended a PFLAG meeting, where parents shared stories. Slowly, bridges mended, though not perfectly. Yet, societal clashes persisted. At a local festival, a group of protesters waved signs against alternative lifestyles. Ryan and I walked past, hands linked defiantly. A stranger shouted slurs. Adrenaline surged. We didn't engage, but it shook us. "Is this worth it?" I wondered aloud later. Ryan's eyes met mine. "Only you can decide." As autumn approached, Our relationship faced its biggest test. Ryan got a job offer in New York, better pay, opportunities. Come with me, he urged. But roots held me. Family mending, Jamie's fragile friendship. The choice loomed. Follow love or stay safe. Fall leaves blanketed Atlanta streets as Ryan's departure neared. We'd spent weeks debating pros of New York, acceptance, vibrancy, versus cons of leaving everything behind. We can build a life there, Ryan said, his voice hopeful during a quiet dinner at his apartment. I nodded, but doubt gnawed. What about Mom's tentative support? Jamie's slow thaw? One crisp afternoon, Jamie invited me to the pool, our old spot, now closed for the season. We sat on the empty deck, reminiscing. I miss this, he admitted. Miss us. I opened up about Ryan's offer. Jamie listened, then sighed. If you go, it'll suck. But if it's what you want, go. His words, laced with reluctant acceptance, eased some burden. Yet he added, just know, not everyone's as open. Think about the backlash. Backlash indeed mounted. Mom, upon hearing the plan, panicked. New York? With him? You'll be alone if it fails. Her fears mirrored mine, financial instability, cultural shock. Church friends bombarded her with concerns, fueling her anxiety. A family intervention ensued. Aunts, uncles via Zoom, preaching about traditional values. I countered with stories from PFLAG, but arguments escalated. You're abandoning us, an aunt accused. Hurt, I questioned if love demanded such sacrifice. Ryan and I clashed too. You're hesitating because of them, he said during a tense walk. Society's hold is strong. He was right. Internalized shame lingered. Growing up, media portrayed gay men as stereotypes. Flamboyant, tragic. Real life showed nuance, but old narratives haunted. Was our relationship valid amid heteronormative norms? A controversial incident amplified debates. At a community forum on LGBTQ+ rights, Ryan spoke passionately about equality. I attended, supporting silently. Protesters disrupted, chants, signs decrying, agenda. Media covered it. My face appeared in a local paper. Coworkers whispered. My boss suggested discretion. Job security wobbled. Friends debated online. Some defended, others unfollowed. Jamie texted, saw the news. You okay? His concern bridged gaps. Amid chaos, tender moments sustained us. Ryan surprised me with a homemade dinner, sharing letters from his estranged family. Small steps toward reconciliation. Change takes time, he said. We explored Atlanta's hidden gems. Botanical gardens, where we kissed under blooming arches, ignoring stares. These affirmed our bond, but external pressures tested resilience. The decision crystallized during a storm. Power out, we huddled by candlelight. Ryan confessed fears. I don't want to lose you. Tears flowed. I realized love outweighed fear. I'll go, I whispered. Packing began, excitement mixed with sorrow. Saying goodbyes hurt. Mom hugged tightly, promising visits. Be happy, she murmured. A far cry from initial rejection. Jamie hosted a farewell hangout, beers, stories. Proud of you, bro, he said, clinking bottles. His evolution sparked hope. Perhaps society shifted one person at a time. Yet, doubts lingered. Was uprooting wise? Controversies followed, online trolls, family rifts. But as our car pulled away, Atlanta fading in the rearview, optimism bloomed. New York greeted us with chaos. Bustling streets, diverse crowds. We settled in Brooklyn, Ryan thriving at work, me freelancing. Acceptance enveloped us, pride parades, queer-friendly spots. But homesickness hit. Calls home revealed Mom's loneliness, Jamie's updates on old haunts. A new conflict arose. Ryan's ex resurfaced, offering friendship. Jealousy flared. Trust waned. It's nothing, he assured, but seeds of doubt grew. Combined with urban isolation, strains emerged. We argued about money, time passed. Is this what you wanted? I snapped one night. Therapy helped unpack. Relationships evolve. the counselor said. We recommitted, planning trips home. Visiting Atlanta for Thanksgiving, reunions were bittersweet. Mom welcomed Ryan warmly. Jamie joked easily. Progress, but undercurrents remained. Subtle comments, unspoken judgments. Back in New York, we built community. Friends from events, support groups. My art flourished, incorporating our story. Exhibits drawing crowds, sparking discussions on identity. Yet societal debates raged nationally. Laws, rights, backlash. Our microcosm reflected macro issues. As winter set in, a pivotal choice loomed. Marriage. Ryan proposed casually over coffee. When you're ready. Elation mixed with fear, family reactions, legal implications. Was society ready? Were we? Snow blanketed Brooklyn as Ryan's proposal hung in the air. We discussed it endlessly, logistics, emotions. It'd be a statement, he said, eyes shining. But I hesitated. Flashbacks to Atlanta's conservatism. Mom's voice echoed. Marriage is sacred. Yet, New York's pulse urged forward. Planning began tentatively. Venue searches, ring shopping. Excitement built, but conflicts surfaced. Ryan wanted a public affair. I preferred intimate. Hiding again? He teased. But seriously, past traumas resurfaced, rejection fears. Therapy sessions intensified, unpacking internalized homophobia. News spread homeward. Mom reacted mixed, supportive yet worried. Proud, but the church. She attended a webinar on inclusive faith evolving. Jamie congratulated via video. About time. His girlfriend Maria even offered planning tips, bridging old divides. Societal ripples widened. Announcing online drew praise and hate. Trolls messaged slurs. A viral thread debated gay marriage's impact on society. Friends defended. Debates ensued. At work, colleagues celebrated. But a client pulled out, citing values mismatch. Financial strain hit. Resilience tested. A family visit amplified tensions. Mom flew in, staying with us. Initial awkwardness faded into warmth. Cooking together, sightseeing. But over dinner, she questioned, why rush? Live together first. Ryan countered politely, it's about commitment to quality. Dialogue opened eyes. She left more understanding. As spring thawed, wedding prep accelerated. We chose a rooftop venue overlooking the city, symbolic of new heights. Invites went out, Atlanta crew, New York friends. Jamie agreed to best man, a healing gesture. Rehearsals buzzed with joy, but undercurrents stirred. Ryan's family no-show. My extended kin declining politely. The day arrived. Clear skies, vows exchanged amid tears. I choose you every day, I said. Cheers erupted. Photos captured pure happiness. Reception danced into night. Speeches, toasts. Jamie's. From pool buddies to this love wins. Mom hugged Ryan. Welcome to the family. Honeymoon in Key West offered respite. Beaches, sunsets. We reflected journey's twists, growth. Worth every fight, Ryan murmured. Back home, normalcy resumed. Enriched, but life threw curves. A promotion for Ryan meant relocation talks to San Francisco. Another move? I groaned. Pros: tech hub for my design. Cons: distance from roots. Debates reignited stability versus adventure. Meanwhile, societal shifts. Supreme Court rulings, protests. We volunteered at advocacy events, voices amplifying. Personal stories shared online sparked conversations. Some heated. Podcast interview went viral, drawing support and criticism. You're brave, fans messaged. Detractors, pushing agendas. Friendships evolved. Jamie visited, bonding with Ryan over sports. Miss Atlanta? He asked. Nostalgia hit, but New York's freedom outweighed. Mom Skyped weekly, sharing church's new LGBTQ+ outreach. Progress, slow but steady. A major conflict brewed. Parenthood. Ryan broached adoption. Build our family. Excitement mingled with fear. Societal barriers, legal hurdles. Are we ready? I wondered. Research revealed biases. Stories of discrimination chilled. Yet desire grew. Consulting experts, we navigated processes. Home studies, classes. Atlanta family reacted variably. Mom thrilled at grandkids. Others skeptical. Two dads? Kids need a mom. Debates flared, nature versus nurture, rights versus norms. As applications progressed, a waitlisted match emerged. A baby boy. Joy surged, but controversy peaked. Media caught wind via our advocacy. Headlines debated gay parents' suitability. Protests outside agencies. Online petitions. We stood firm, supported by community. The day we brought little Ethan home, world faded. Cradling him, love overwhelmed. Challenges loomed. Sleepless nights, judgments, but fulfillment reigned. Years blurred. Ethan's first steps, words. We balanced careers, family. Moves stabilized in San Francisco. Roots deepened. Atlanta visits kept connections alive. Reflecting, our story wove through societal fabrics. Acceptance threads strengthening amid resistance. Ethan's laughter echoed through our San Francisco home as he chased our dog around the living room. A bundle of energy at 5 years old. Ryan and I watched from the kitchen, sipping coffee, marveling at how far we'd come from that fateful pool day in Atlanta. But even in this progressive bubble, echoes of past conflicts lingered, reminding us that love's journey was never truly over. School brought new battles. Ethan's kindergarten class discussed families. He proudly shared about his two dads. Most kids shrugged, but a parent's complaint rippled. Emails to the principal about appropriate topics. We met with administrators advocating calmly. Diversity is strength, Ryan argued. Resolution came, but it highlighted ongoing societal divides. Acceptance in laws, resistance in hearts. Professionally, my graphic design firm specialized in LGBTQ+ campaigns, drawing acclaim and backlash. A high-profile project for a Pride festival sparked boycotts from conservative groups. Your work promotes division, critics claimed. Supporters countered. It fosters unity. Debates raged online. Our family thrust into spotlights again. Ethan asked innocent questions. Why are people mad? Explaining delicately, we emphasized love's power. Family dynamics evolved too. Mom, now retired, visited often, doting on Ethan. Her transformation inspired, joining advocacy groups, challenging old friends' views. I was wrong before, she admitted over holidays. Jamie, married to Maria with kids of their own, hosted reunions in Atlanta. Our bromance mended fully. He teased, who knew a stranger at the pool would lead to this? Yet, deeper controversies arose. National politics shifted. Rollbacks on rights, heated elections. We marched in protests, Ethan in tow with a rainbow sign. Why fight? He asked. For your future, I replied. Personal tolls mounted stress, anxiety. Therapy remained a staple, unpacking traumas. A pivotal moment came when Ryan's father reached out after years of silence. A letter. Regrets. Desire to meet Ethan. Emotions swirled. Forgiveness versus caution. We debated endlessly. People change, Ryan hoped. The reunion, tentative in Chicago, bridged gaps. Tears, apologies. A fragile bond formed. As Ethan grew, questions of identity surfaced. Am I like you and Dad? He pondered. We encouraged exploration, free from pressure. Society's evolving norms helped. More representation in media, schools. But pockets of intolerance persisted. Bullying incidents, whispered slurs. Our relationship weathered storms too. Anniversaries celebrated milestones, but arguments over work-life balance tested us. We're stronger together, we affirmed. Community support, friends, groups bolstered resilience. Reflecting on origins, that pool encounter seemed predestined. From friendship's comfort to love's upheaval, choices defined us. Societal conflicts, family rejections, public scrutiny, legal fights, fueled growth. Controversial? Undeniably. Our story challenged norms, sparked debates. Was love enough to defy expectations? Years later, at Ethan's high school graduation, pride swelled. He'd navigated his own path, outspoken advocate, dating freely. "Thanks for showing me how," he said. "Ryan and I, graying but united, knew the battles shaped us. In quiet moments, doubts whispered. Did we push too far? But fulfillment drowned them. Love in all forms prevailed. Was it right for Ravino to pursue his relationship with Ryan, upending his life and challenging societal norms? Or should he have prioritized stability and traditional expectations to avoid the conflicts?